You've got to feel for Bayern Munich. They are a very good team, but unfortunately, PSG is just a better team. They can play again and again, and I believe PSG will come out to be the better team. And that is not a knock on Bayern Munich. But look at the way PSG played today without the best right back in football. They had to make shift a midfielder as a right back, Zaire Emery. And Fabian Ruiz has to come in that midfield. He doesn't have the legs that is used to Champions League intensity. But PSG was able to play like that. That is a team playing at a very high level. Every player is on the same page and they're following the script of Luis Enrique, who is well experienced and disciplined. So that is what we saw from PSG. Controlled performance. That is a possession-based team. They know how to take this team out of a game. They know when to play fast, when to play slow. And when you have a 2-goal margin, just about or before the 4th minute in the second leg against a team like Bayern Munich away, what do you want to do? Open things up? Overstretch the game? No, you don't have to. And because they didn't do it, that is why people are saying, well, PSG is a very good defensive team. Well, do you just find out? Because they are a very good defensive team. They have conceded a few shots on target, if you want to put it that way. That is how good they are. A team which the wingers are still tracking back all the way in 90 minutes plus. Every player is behind the ball. Every player is running. These guys are so good to the point we are just focusing on what they can do offensively. We are completely ignoring the work rate. So it is like people are assuming, well, you're not a good team and that you can have a high work rate. But when you're a good team, well, you don't have to have a high work rate. So people don't look at these things like carefully in detail. But I'll tell you what, that is a team with a crazy work rate. That is what we're seeing from PSG. A very, very good team. Bayern Munich played well today. Offensively, yes, they stopped a little bit. But you know why? That is because Harry Kane was taken out of the equation. He was taken out of the equation because Marquinhos is an experienced center back. So we know how Harry plays, right? Typical center forward, but with a touch of a number 10. He will drag you out of position and things like that. But when you have a guy like Marquinhos, he knows what is happening. So that is the reason why it was so hard, because Harry Kane was not able to put his print on this game today. That is tactical discipline. That is always Enrique right there. I'm not taking anything away from the players, right? Because like I said, they are following the script and they believed in him because they have won with him. So that is what we're seeing. And when you have a player like João Neves and Vitinha playing in the shadows of Iniesta and Xavi, I mean, I said they're in the shadows, but they're coming to light. They're coming to light. And as a matter of fact, I think they're underrated. We're not talking about them enough, but they are already right up there. So this is the beauty of this PSG team, right? They are making name for themselves. Kvaratskhelia is playing at a very high level. Top wingers in the world. You can't call top wingers. You don't say Desire Doué or Kvaratskhelia. These guys are playing well. But like I said, people are not paying attention. So when PSG comes to the Champions League and then they go, oh, wow. No, it's not, oh, wow. These guys have been doing it. And they have what it takes to do it. We're talking about Bayern Munich. That is what we're talking about right here. To eliminate Bayern Munich in that second leg in Germany, in front of their fans, their kids, their grandmas, their grandpas, and all those people in that stadium, it's not an easy thing to do. That is credit to the experience of Luis Enrique and those players that have done it before. They feel like they can do it every single time. That is the reason why they're in the finals. And I'm happy, although some people are blaming the ref, but hey, no. This was a fair game. It was left to both teams to decide the outcome of it. You don't give a penalty for that handball. No way, no how. And you don't give another yellow card to send a player off for that. And as a matter of fact, it seemed like the ball came off Lima first. Before the ball even, before the play developed and it touched Nuno Mendes's hand. That is what it was. So the ref is completely out of this game. This was a good game between two European giants But PSG, like I said, was just the better team. We just gotta applaud them, and then we console Bayern Munich. That is all there is.